Sports Complex, home of the Capital City Islanders in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. It should be a good one, as these two Northeast American South Division rivals, have had great starts to their respective seasons. Capital City sit in 4th, Philadelphia Union 3 in 5th, only separated by a point. The only difference is one more draw for the Islanders compared to the Union's one more win. It should be a great one. Capital City have started their season 5-2-2. Philadelphia Union 3 also starting in a very positive light as well, 6-1-2. We can see the table now. Passaic FC currently lead the way in first place in the Northeast American. Then you see the two going up against it, Capital City and Philly Union 3, both on 9 games played. If there is a winner tonight, they will leapfrog Passaic until at least when they get into action themselves. As we see the two comparisons of the two seasons so far.
Doesn't matter if you're a gym virgin. We've got plenty of experience.
Capital City are coming in on a 3-match unbeaten run after dropping 2 straight in games 5 and 6 of the season. Philadelphia Union 3 on a 2-match unbeaten run, 3 wins in their last 5. You can see there a much more potent attack for the Union so far this season. 21 goals compared to 15. Even defenses though, so there won't be much separating these two teams today. Thanks for joining us. Once again at the home of the Islanders. Should be a fun one here. UPSL soccer action Saturday afternoon. It's a beautiful day for some football in Harrisburg. For fan appreciation night, we can also see some of the fans on the field now as well, as we get ready to see the two starting lineups. First up, for Capital City Islanders, here's how they line up. Head coach Adam Morris picks this starting 11. In goal, Shane Kashi. Across the back line, Patrick Thomas, Gage Souter, Jack Altamore, and Jeremiah Craig. In the middle, Josiah Ramirez, 2 goals in the first 2 games. He will be one to circle. The number 7, Freddie Opoku, Derek Ramirez, Luke Null. And up top, Atu Galadima and Colvis Cabre.
They specialize in both interior and
the number 9, Colvis Cabre as well, looking to get on the score sheet once again, leading the line for the Capital City Islanders. Once again, a crucial matchup as the anthem plays here in Harrisburg.
Ninja Challenge in Camp Hill. Their ninja obstacle course program builds strength, confidence, and coordination in kids from 2.5 to 17. From swinging and climbing to jumping and bouncing, there's something for everyone. Book a free trial class today at ninjacamphill.com and let your ninja journey begin. We'd like to thank YG Productions, our streaming and media partner for the inaugural season. Whether you need high-quality photos and video or coverage for your event or game, they have you covered. Head over to ygproductions.org and take a look at their portfolio. Well, Danny, I brought my scarf that I got the other day. Has the Islanders logo on it, but you know what?
The kids run back to the sidelines. The two teams shake.
I hope you're up, because I was driving up from Lancaster and I realized I left my beanie in my house back home. So I'm hoping the weather stays moderate. It's been nice recently, but either way, we got something else to take our minds off of the weather. So 90 minutes, it's going to be a good game.
Kevin Sullivan,
Looking forward to it.
Declan Lannon. Neo
so shout out to the
Haywall
folks
running
watching us here at home.
Sullivan and Daniel Dixon just
Shout out
ahead
to
of
my wife Emily
He's
and my
Cooney,
daughter
John
Hannah
Ruff,
and my
and
next door
Chika
neighbor Jim
Ebbo.
Sharp. He's a postman.
the front line
for
for the Union.
The E-Town Post Office,
As they
and
visit
he
the
checks in
Islanders
pretty regularly. He'd like
for
text
the
me and say,
first
"Hey,
time
great
this
job tonight,"
season,
and
these
stuff like
two
that. It's pretty
teams
cool.
facing off
That's because he always doing a great job, bro. But I guess I got to shout out a couple people too.
season here
So obviously my
in
wife at home,
UPSL.
my son Lucas, how you doing, buddy? And then also back in the UK, I'm sure my friends and family are watching, one of them in particular,
on their
man,
sides.
looking at you. So thanks for tuning in, folks.
And we are just
And everyone else around the globe, I know Carver's
Once
Cowboy,
again,
back
thanks for
home, there's a
joining
ton of
us.
people watching.
It's
So
a huge win in the
if I could
Northeast
speak French
American
for a
South
word, I
Division.
cannot.
If we have
If
a
I was a
winner,
great game tonight, we'll get some more French out there. But
they
the best
have
I can
the
do is
honor
say
and the
merci.
pleasure of
Merci,
going
merci
first
beaucoup,
place
merci beaucoup.
until
Thank you for watching.
at least
We hope
Save
hope they have a heck of a game out
FC
here
play
tonight
their match.
and make everybody proud back home, wherever home happens to be. If you look up and down the
Lots on
lineup,
the line
it's like
on
the
fan
United Nations.
appreciation
And
that Capital City will
honestly,
look
it's a
to
beautiful thing to see. I love it.
capitalize on the good
It is, and
vibes
that's
throughout the stadium
kind of the benefit
today.
of the capital city, right? So
Philadelphia
I know there's a lot of
Union
people here that
to
maybe aren't from here
spoil
that
the party a little
call this
bit.
place home
Capital
now, so
City look like they
I
have
think that really is
kickoff
reflected in the squad, and I think this squad is full of talent, it's full of different, experiences,
underway
different age
here.
ranges, and tonight they're going up against some guys who are 2009, 2008 both years, so it's going to be interesting. I don't think we've seen anything like this before.
Lovis Cabre
makes
will
me
have
feel
kickoff
really
for
old.
us. In just a few moments, we'll be underway. I'm your match
Here we go,
commentator,
just about
Edgar
ready to
Rodriguez.
get
Thank you so
underway.
much for joining us
Islanders
again.
versus Philadelphia Union
You have
3
chosen
in
the
UPSL,
right
regular
one.
season
UPSL match of the week.
Islanders
Finally,
underway.
boys, and we are off. Cabre
Looks like we're
going
going to get
back,
a pretty strong press
and
here
Capital
out
City
of
have
Union.
possession first here
Atu
in this
over
one
to
over on
Jeremiah
that far
Craig.
side.
Going through the middle, looking for
Short
Luke Dahl.
pass, bouncing.
Does
So happy he's back.
Cabre was close to it.
He had a great game a couple of weeks ago, Rob, when he first came
Union
over from Malawi
almost
to play for the
intercepting,
Islanders,
but now
play the game, and
Capital City move
you
it
know,
over
I'm
to
missing
the
John
near
Norris.
side.
Luke Noel does a very similar thing just from the centre area. He stretches the defence, causes problems here, is in the ball looking to make something happen.
More centrally now for Capital City,
Looking for
looking
Freddie
to
Poku. Keeper comes
have a
out.
quick start to this one
Looks like
as
Freddie and Josiah.
the Union's keeper, Alex Smith,
and if you
comes
speak to
out
Freddie
quickly
Poker, he'll tell you that
to
he hates playing on the wing. He likes dropping
claim.
people, which we've seen in the last few weeks. But personally, I
Union
watched
can
him,
kind
and I
of
think
try
he
to take the sting
makes
out
stuff
of
happen
this
out
one.
wide, and his service is fantastic, and especially
In
when you
the
got a man
early
like Carlos
stages.
Cabre in there, who's always looking dangerous in the box. It's a good thing to have.
They play
It's
out of the
interesting
back.
with
Here's
the way
Smith once again in
Union
goal.
are lining up. I'm just
Going
say
over to
Union
that
rather
far
than,
side, not able to
Union's
find a
really great.
teammate.
It does get a
Capital
little-
City
a
will have a
little
throw in
wordy.
on that far side.
They're pushing their kind of attackers very far forward, and there's a pretty big gap in the midfield.
Yeah, and that's good for us.
I wonder if that's kind of
Just
by design.
overcooked
Is it like
slightly,
they're just
so
going
Alex
to
Smith
it
will
long
have
and try
himself
to win the
a
first
goal
or
kick
the
for
second battle, or is it just
Philly.
that's what they're trying to line up to see what the Islanders do?
The visitors
Sometimes
once again
coaches
coming
do
into this
stuff
one
like that, right?
fifth place.
Especially early
Do
on.
something to see if you can kind
A
of
draw keeps the two teams
Yeah,
where
I
they're
mean,
at.
it's a great
But the
point,
3
Rob, because
points can make
what I'm seeing
all
here
of
from
the
this goal kick,
difference
and you
in
can't see it on the
this
camera, but
Division
they've
title
got two men
race.
high, which are high on our centre backs, and that's
As that
something that
long
I
ball.
know Coach Chris Spinagatti will tell you he
towards
doesn't
his
like
front
having
man, it's
man-to-man without help. Usually
of
we'll
play,
see
so a
the Islanders
throw
dropping
in
the
on this near
midfielders
side
maybe to
for
help out one of the
Union.
forwards, or mark one of the forwards,
Long
but
throw.
looks like they're going to go
Underway
man-to-man
by
and just
Capital
say,
City.
it is men v boys, let's see what
Cut out
happens.
quickly there by the Union. Ball over the top is
Gage Souter.
taken off
Yeah, you mentioned in the
track
pregame
there.
there.
Capital City
A
will
lot of the
look
guys
to
here for the Islanders
potentially
this is
come
not
on the
their
counterattack.
full-time
Union have
occupation,
possession.
Just like you and I, this is not our full-time occupation. Gage Souter, for
Pretty
example, he's
small
a teacher like
field
me.
here
I won't say it quite like
at
me,
the
he's a
Skyline
phys
Sports
ed.
complex. So
But I certainly wish I
a
could run
narrow
like that.
field that the
But
players will have to get accustomed to
A
quickly.
lot of these guys, they're still getting to live the dream.
As he
Just,
looks
you know, a
to
couple
wriggle
more
out of
games.
space once
Yeah,
again.
and I
The
think
Union
it's
finding it difficult to keep possession
It's
early
not
on.
squad, it certainly looks
Capital
like
City
compared to some of these guys are more
on
who's on
their
the ball now.
backs immediately.
Gage Souter as well, they're in the
The
20s, so
Union attacking more
essentially
centrally.
the hope is over to play at a high level, and I think this is something the Capital City Islanders are looking to
City
really
have a
achieve.
back
That's really
though.
great feat from Atu there in the middle.
Tight space.
Very nifty. Good
Going back with
control,
their keeper.
keeping the defense there.
On the
off
night
balance.
is Shayton
Jeremiah Craig on the
Kashi,
ball
as
here
we
is
see it.
probably the same age as some of
Aerial
these guys,
view
so
of the
certainly I think playing this
Skyline
level,
Sports
playing against
complex
a
as
team
we
such as the Union's
take care
Academy,
of some technical difficulties
tonight
for
is
the
something that
time
really might
being. No
open some
goals
doors for some of these
scored
guys. I
as
know
of
Drew
yet,
Morris
only
is
3 minutes
kicking himself
in.
that he got suspended for this one, because that's somebody that
Capital City
really probably can
fourth,
make an impression
Philadelphia
tonight.
Union 3 in
yeah, because you never know. That's part of the design here for the Islanders, that that we can kind of be
try to get these
stepping
pictures
stone
back
and kind of
as
a gateway
soon
for
as
players
possible.
to get into the profession.
You can see this stadium nestled right on the water. Beautiful setting for some UPSL soccer, but let's see when we can get these pictures back for you guys.
Certainly, and I think it's something that can elevate Central Pennsylvania generally in the game and grow the game. So they've got some great people to watch tonight, and you know, early on, not really too
Once
much
again,
to shout
the
about.
division
Here's Rob, like you
has
mentioned.
started incredibly tight, incredibly evenly matched
One of our top goal
for
scorers,
these
I
two
believe.
teams headed into this game.
Yeah, it looks like some of our numbers.
As I said, coming into this one, Capital City, 3 wins without a loss heading into this one. Last time out, they drew against Philadelphia Lone Star as we are back here in Harrisburg. Apologies for that. The Union, though, are coming forward centrally. Little over the top pass. It might be the first chance of the match, and it is! The Union take an early lead. Beautiful far post finish. Less than 5 minutes gone, and the Union, look at that outside the boot pass, onside. No chance for the keeper, and the Union are the ones to jump into the lead here. 1-0. Clinical is the word to describe it. It was the first big chance of the match, and the Union are there to capitalize on it. Fantastic start. And it's exactly what they were dreaming of heading into a tough place to play. Capital City only have 1 loss on the season at home, as they almost have the perfect response there. Alex Smith coming up big for the Union there. As I was saying, only 1 loss on the season for Capital City at home so far. It was a 1-0 loss to Ironbound. And in this one, they fall 1-0 down early on. Here's Capital City on their own attack, looking to answer right back. Alex Smith with the save. That was Cabrera on the first touch, and now Union looking to move up the field quickly. Capital City have it in the midfield. The referee calls the first foul of today's match. Capital City will have a free kick in their own center circle. To the far side, going up the byline. That ball hit a Union player last, so Capital City throw in. As they move forward themselves, Union just clearing their lines. Capital City will have some time at the back now in their defensive half. Moving forward with short passes, looking to break the lines incisively here. Ball over the top for themselves, too far ahead of Cabra, who's just asking for it at his feet instead of over the top. The Union, who jump into an early 1-0 lead. It was, like I said, the perfect start. Looking to hold on to this and see how much trouble they can cause Capital City. Here they come again. On that far side, the ball is just dribbling towards Capital City's backline. They are able to clear their lines. Once again, the Union first to it. Cutting in centrally. Oh, that pass again. If It met the intended target, was going to be dangerous for Capital City. Islanders just clear it out and now look to go on an attack of their own. Here's Opoku on this near side, the captain for the Islanders today. Switch of play over to that far side. Here come the Islanders, looking to respond as quickly as they can. It'll just dribble though towards Alex Smith in the Union goal. Goes direct, headed down quickly, and now Capital City will look to reset things and keep possession over the top once again. It looks like a great tactic. They think over Alex Smith. It's off target. But a beautiful idea there for the Islanders as they look to get back on level terms. We'll see it again. The over-the-top ball. Alex Smith came out early, closed the angle. That was Josiah Ramirez who noticed Alex Smith was right in his face by the time he got the ball. But that chip just going wide of Smith's right-hand post. Nothing doing there for the Islanders. Smith goes long. Met by a Union head. Cleared away for the time being for the Islanders as Kashi will be able to claim. This near side and might break for Opoku here. The defender got the first touch on it. It'll be a throw in Islanders, but again, it's just a game of inches so far. Both teams can certainly feel like they have a chance of winning tonight. That far side. It's again trying to didn't have many options there on that far side. Headed now by the Islanders once again. Union looking to clear their lines and relieve some of that pressure. Looking for the give and go. It just runs out of play. Capital City throw in on that far side in their defensive half. Great turnout for Fan Appreciation Night in Harrisburg. Here come Capital City just with the ball over the top, looking for Cabre. Gets on the end of it. Was he fouled? Referee says play on. It was a 50-50 ball. Pass central now, looking for Ramirez. Cutting it back for Cabre. Fakes the shot. Opoku on this near side and just scuffs his shot. Opoku doing a good job of getting the shot away. Just wasn't able to control it. And that is another chance in a row, 2 in a row for the Islanders now. Opoku just unable to direct it towards goal. Alex Smith will restart things with a goal kick. As he once again goes long for the Union, headed by an Islanders man, brought down nicely by Opoku. Going centrally now for the Islanders, over to that far side once again. What can they muster up here? They know they're 1-0 down. Want to respond quickly. That was just cleared away to safety. First corner of the match goes towards Capital City. Great work on that far side by Ramirez once again as we get a look at him here. But the Islanders piling on the pressure. And that goal is all they're looking for. Can they cause some havoc from the corner? It'll be swung in here. Plenty to aim for in the middle. And it was very comfortable indeed for Alex Smith, who was not able to release it quick enough to send the Union on a counterattack. Will instead assess his options for a longer time. Ends up going back with his center back. Over to this near sideline, just trips up on the ball. Union, though, able to win a throw-in out of it. Probably the best case scenario. Once again, another long throw-in. The referee doesn't see that pole, doesn't think it's a foul, and now it might break for the Union once again. Capital City, we're back in shape, and that through ball, Kashi read it very nicely indeed to snuff it out. Pretty end-to-end so far. Come the Union on this near side. Early 1-0 lead, they'll be plenty happy with that. Although the Islanders are still knocking on the door. That's a brilliant tackle in the middle of the park there to win the ball back. Getting pulled back is the front man for the Union. It was just sliding as he took the shot. Unable to get clean contact with it was Ebo. But the Union not stepping off the gas to start this one. It's been an entertaining first 14 or so minutes here in Harrisburg as the Islanders now looking to release Cabre on that far side. Has two in the middle to aim for. Came off of a Union man last once again. And we'll have a second Capital City corner. Capital City are to get back into it. It will be those two, Opoku and Cabre, who you will be looking for. 2 of the 5 targets in the middle. Union sitting very deep from this corner situation. It'll once again be driven in with that right foot from that far side. Both arms go up. Corner comes in. It's a looping one. Alex Smith stays this time. Opoku meets it at the far post. The shot comes in from range. It's over the bar. Not very threatening for Alex Smith there. Patrick Thomas it was with the shot. We'll see it once again. He took the touch, then just kind of got a little too much under it and just sails over the bar. But much more threatening than their first corner, that is for sure. Alex Smith will have this goal kick once again for the Union. Speaking of the Union, the first team is actually playing at the moment against Charlotte FC. It is decision day in MLS, so there's a little fun fact as these Academy boys look to make their mark in the UPSL. It just didn't break for a Union man. Now the Islanders want to come the other way. Direct passing towards Cabre. Looks to switch to a ball. Is just a little behind him, unfortunately, for the Islanders captain. Now the Unions can reset and come again. Long ball from the back. Intercepted quickly. Cabre is able to take the touch. Will he able to find the finishing touch? Not quite. They're able to keep possession, though. Here are the Islanders coming again. That's the Union clearing their lines. It's very clear what Capital City are looking to do. Find Cabre, find Opoku at the soonest possible time. Those are the danger men for the Islanders. And the Union so far have done a good job to contain them. We've even seen Patrick Thomas take the shot from range from the last corner. But now this one might fall for the Union into the box. The cross comes shot. It really couldn't make up his mind in time and nothing doing there. You'll see behind the goal, there's banners for Capital City Islanders being champions of the UPSL. That was back when they were in Division 1. Now up into the Premier Division. And looking to get back on level terms today. Opoku won't get there first. Islanders are still able to put the ball into the middle. It's not cleared very far. Just to the edge of the box. The Union are able to deal with it. There was a team who you would say is on the front foot so far. It is the Islanders. Although the scoreline line does not reflect that whatsoever. Union will have a throw. As we have our first substitution of the game. The Union are the ones to make it. Here come the Islanders once again. Even start. Here's a Poku looking to make a difference. Had the opportunity to get one shot off. It's a beautiful switch of play over to Ramirez. Can Ramirez do standing up his man? Looks to cut inside, just not unable to keep possession. Maybe the Union come the other way. It's a brilliant chance. Just marauding through the middle for the Union, who looked at a third. Kashi was quickly and was able to close the angle and make the save. Union have a throw in on that far side. There was no stopping him there. Chuka Ebo once again so powerful down the middle for the Union, the number 33 there. We're very quickly starting to meet the protagonists of this match and who will make the difference. Of course, the early goal in 5 minutes from John Ruff for Philly, who is taking this throw in, looking for Ebo. Union coming forward on this near side. It's cut away nicely there by the Islanders, and the home side will have a throw. Opoku having to withstand the pressure, does very nicely, rides the challenge as well. Easily the best performer for the Islanders so far. Islanders just playing this at their own pace, not rushing yet. Yes, falling early is not ideal, but they have plenty of time. And the way they're playing, you just think they continue to create more opportunities like they have in the first 20 minutes as the Union have a throw in on that far side. Long throw meeting the head of Ebo, who seems to be everywhere for Union 3 so far this game. Another long throw in. Headed by a blue shirt, back to Alex Smith, who has time. Only Cabra really applying some sort of pressure there. Union go long again towards Ebo. It is quickly won back by the Islanders. The ball over the top for Ramirez. Alex Smith way out of his goal, clearing it far. There's a Poku. Couldn't wriggle out of that tight space that time. Here's Ebo dropping deep to receive the ball. What can the Union muster up here? Cut away again. Now, Cabra will look to get on the end of this. The center back had the time and space. Jason Hunt back there doing well against Cabra. Now here come the Union themselves. Another outside the boot attempt. Here's John Ruff. Will he have a brace? Keeper came out again. Kashi is able to claim it at like the third time of asking. John Ruff for a second had flashbacks to the 4th minute when he scored his goal. Very nearly adding a second in very similar fashion for the Union. Whenever they come forward, the away side look dangerous. Same can be said for the Islanders, but a 2-0 deficit would be a very tough one to come back from for the Islanders. Thankfully for them, it stays at 1-0 as that one ricochets all the way back to Kashi in goal. Look to come forward again. Number 88 for the Islanders on the ball at the moment. Patrick Thomas. Now the ball over the top. Thomas continued his run on this near sideline. Thomas tracking inside. The ball into the box was just subpar. And the Union can come away with possession. On this near side, thought about the long switch of play. Not once, but twice. Decides to go short into the center of the pitch. Nice slip ball in towards the box for the Union, who's there to meet it. Oh, what a finish in off the crossbar! What a beautiful way to double the lead for the Union! And they do punish the Islanders. That's Ronan Sullivan on the finish. 2-0 for the visitors. Look at that ball into the box. Beautiful pullback. And then the finish in off the crossbar. Ronan Sullivan take a bow. 2-0 Union. And for all of the good play that the Islanders have had so far this game, the scoreline does not reflect that. And in this UPSL match of the week, we're just around 25 minutes gone into this one. The Islanders now 2-0 down. And with some work to do. The Union have showed a clinical finishing touch when they enter the final third. John Ruff, Ronan Sullivan so far with the goals. The Islanders will look to emulate that. Switch a play over to Ramirez. And who unfortunately won't be able to continue there because that will be offside on Ramirez. So Alex Smith and Union 3 can take their time restarting play here. They'll be extremely pleased now with the 2-0 lead, and they've controlled the 1-0 lead now with double the margin. The Islanders are extremely on the back foot and will need a quick response. Here come the Union once again, though. Can they put this to bed early? That ball just ends up trickling towards an Islander. I'm going to play out of the back as Patrick Thomas decides to go back with Kashi. And they'll just look to clear the lines of Poku, who gets a header on it. That did come off of a Poku last. Union throw in right below the camera here on this near side, right by the halfway line. 2-0 to the good for the Union, who at the moment draw level on points with first place Passaic FC. That's exactly what they would want to hear, especially with this tricky away assignment. Islanders look to clear the lines. Opoku has to go back with Thomas. Dinked ball down the byline. Shepherded out of play. The Union will have a throw right in front of the bench. It's the first time the Islanders concede more than a goal in a match at home so far this season. They had kept teams to 1 or under. The Union's changing that, and we saw 21 goals so far this season. Now 23 for the Union. Very dangerous attack, and they have shown up today so far. The Islanders haven't played poorly, but it's just mistakes like that that have been the difference. And now here comes Ebo. And now potentially another chance. That pass was cut out. Was he coming back from an offside position? Referee keeps their flag down on that far side. The Union can continue. Chip ball from this near side, Kashi was able to claim very comfortably. Islanders have it at the back. 2-0 down. What solution can they come up with? As I said, the Union at the moment do take top spot on goal difference ahead of Passaic FC. As the Islanders put a ball in, Cabra looking to get ahead on it. It might still fall for him. It does! Cabra on the finish. Talk about being clinical. The number 9 gets the Islanders back in this one in the first half. Tried the header attempt. The Union couldn't clear it in time. And, of course, the big man up top for Capital City is there to put it home. 2-1. Ladies and gentlemen, we're not even 30 minutes into this one, and we already have 3 goals. So buckle up if you haven't already. The Capital City right back into this one. You kind of sensed the goal was coming for the home side. It was just a matter of not letting their heads drop after going 2-0 down. Now the Union looking to come forward again. For all your travel plans, make sure you check out hotelplanner.com. As that ball over the top. Thomas playing back with Cashiers. Thomas again, resorting to the long ball. Cabra not able to control it. Union have it on that far side this time for the Union. Was he brought down before he got the ball? Referee didn't say anything wrong with that. Islanders ball once again. And it's over the top looking for Opoku. It bounced kindly for him. Here's the number 10 for the Islanders, driving towards the box. Looking to shift over to his left foot. Nice pass centrally. Josiah Ramirez asking for it on that far side and receiving it. Looking for the give and go. Alex Smith made sure that one went out of play and did no harm to the Union. Goal kick for the visitors. But again, good play from the Islanders, and if they can find Opoku on this near side and set him free, anything can happen in that final third. They have to continue that. And of course, they have a killer up top in Cabra, who adds another goal to his tally this season. Union have a throw-in on that far side. Who, thanks to John Ruff and Ronan Sullivan, have a 2-1 lead. Islanders are, like I said, back into it, though. And the competitive matchup that we hyped up at the start, it's coming to fruition as Opoku was about to run out of bounds to potentially meet that ball further down the pitch, but it was just unfortunate timing. The sideline referee there, the assistant ref, just kind of got in his way. Nothing really he could do about that, though. Another throw-in for the Union. This one goes long into their offensive half. Couple headers. The Islanders able to clear their lines. Is Cabra able to bring this down? First with his head, then over the top of the defender, and is able to open it up for Opoku. Driving into the box, Opoku with the left-footed cross! And it almost fell nicely. Just a few feet out. Opoku, look at this. Inventive cross, and the final touch coming off of a Union defender. We have another corner getting readied here for the Islanders. The first one from this near side. I believe that was Luke Nall, who almost got on the end of it. Opoku has the ball in his hand and will deliver. Both arms go up. What a chance for the Islanders to draw level. Opoku into the middle. And it does! It falls into the back post! But it won't count, though. The referee calling a foul before. We'll see it again. Corner came in. It came off of so many bodies, but the referee calling a foul before the goal went in. For a split second, we all thought the Islanders had drawn level 2-2. Unfortunately for them, it was not. The Union 3 get away with it. And it remains Islanders 1, Union 2. Heart in mouth moment for the Union as the Islanders continue to pile on the pressure. Ball ended up in the back of the net, but just a little too physical in the box for the referee's liking. We always see that from corner situations. It's tough to keep up with everything that goes on with all the players wrestling for position. As Ebo just runs out of real estate. There'll be a Union throw right in front of the Capital City bench. Declan Lannon throwing it back in. Here's Alex Smith. Long touch. Opoku's able to pounce on it. Here comes Opoku. Doesn't need a second invitation into the box again. The cross straight towards Cabra. No, on the finish. It was blocked and it comes out towards this near side. It was out of play initially. So for the Islanders, they can reset once again and go for the corner on this near side. Opoku's already there. Opoku's just such a threat on this near side. It's very difficult for the Union to contain him. All the players crowding Alex Smith in there. Headed away by a Union man. So Islanders throwing on that far side. Less than 10 minutes to go in this first half. The Islanders knocking on the door. Union sitting pretty at the moment. A narrow 2-1 lead. By no means definitive as that ball just trickles out of harm's way. It stayed in play for the Union, who look to carry it out here. Here's Ebo. Using his strength and physical presence, that long ball forward. Only ending up with the Islanders, who themselves would love to go into halftime at least drawn level, as that long ball, no target whatsoever apart from Alex Smith in the Union goal, who has had a good start. Both keepers fairly tested so far in this one. The Union with their best two chances taking the lead. The Islanders have had plenty, just one goal to show for it. Opoku's tried to bring it down on the chest, wasn't able to. Patrick Thomas, who's been a rock defensively and also an offensive presence as well. Unable to keep possession there for the Islanders. Here come the Union on this near side. Great challenge once again, and Thomas is able to fake the long clearance, instead goes short with Opoku, who knows the defender's right behind him, leaves him for dust. And it looks like it'll go out of play here for a Union goal kick at the end of it. Not exactly what Opoku was looking for. Full of running though, Opoku. And if he's had a first half like this, if it continues on, the Islanders have a great chance to draw level later in this one, but they have to make all of their chances, make all of their good work going forward count. As that one goes off of an Islander last. Union throw in on that far side. Islanders ball. Looking centrally. Let's get out of harm's way. Here's Patrick Thomas. Has seen a lot of the ball in this first half. Playing it forward. Getting away from his man. Here's Null. Going into the box. Driving into the box. It's a good challenge in the end. To extinguish any immediate threat. And Opoku will once again trot towards the corner to take this one for Capital City. Last time we had a corner, it ended up in the back of the net. Unfortunately for the Islanders, didn't count. There was a foul beforehand. Once again, crediting that 6-yard area. I was right under the bar for Alex Smith. Having a claim with both hands. And the long throw opens up a potential counter-attacking opportunity for the Union. But unfortunately, just unable to get on the same page before the Islanders got back into shape, got back into position. And nothing doing. Switch of play. Great first touch is brought down. Far too physical for the referee's liking. It'll be a free kick, Islanders. Right outside of their own 18-yard box. As we approach the 40th minute. 2-1 Union lead on the road. But the scoreline could easily be much, much different. The Islanders have not gone away, and they continue piling on the pressure. Here's Ramirez. And for Thomas. Playing in more of a wing-back role. He's just been up and down this right flank all game long. There he is again winning back possession. Looked like it came off of a hand last. It'll only be a throw-in for Capital City. Oh no, they did give the free kick. Very clear handball there. And never mind, they re-switched the decision. It was the original throw-in given. Come the Islanders on that far side. Ramirez. For his options. Give and go. Not exactly working there for Capital City that time. Long ball over the top for Ebo. Who was very clearly offside. Just not able to time his run. City will have a free kick and have less than 4 minutes of regulation time at the end of this first half to potentially get a second goal on the board. Here they come again on that far side, doing very nicely indeed to ride all of the pressure. Throw in Capital City. Ball looking for Opoku. It's headed away. Not far, though. Nice cutback. Capital City once again deliver the cross towards Cabra, who brings it down. Took the shot off of his teammate. He wants it for himself. Cabra was defended very nicely there by the Union. It's deflected out for throw-in. Opoku wasting no time. Here's Thomas riding the challenge and earning the quarter for Capital City. They have piled on the pressure right from the start. And it's another chance for Opoku to make this count for Capital City. This time Capital City starting on that back post. Now running towards the center of the box. It's headed up, not far. For a second time, Islanders able to retain possession. No one home at the far post. Opoku not letting the Union get away easily. Nice fake of the cross. Into the box now for the Islanders. Will once again be another delivery from this near side for Opoku. See what he can create from this one. Similar setup from the last corner. The ball gets driven, looped, actually, towards the far post. Kept in play. And guess what? We'll do it again from the far side. Capital City will be kicking themselves if they can't get something from these corner opportunities. Not long left in the first half. Left arm goes up. The ball gets delivered. It doesn't beat the first man at the near post. And the Union can finally breathe a sigh of relief. That's a major victory for the Union in and of itself. Not conceding from all of those corner possibilities. The Islanders, though, the way they're playing, will surely have at least one more chance before the end of the half. And it might come here. Cabra, outside the box. Opoku with the back heel. Only for an on-rushing Alex Smith. As the Union now look to have one more attack of their own before the halftime. That ball cut out easily. Here come the Islanders. Might fall for Ebo here. That's drop deep again. Doesn't mind doing that. If it means winning the ball or keeping the ball for his side. Here come the Union. Powering forward, but once again, the final ball just not entirely what they were intending. Goal kick Islanders. We'll see how much time the man in the middle decides to add on. Kashi looking directly for Patrick Thomas. That ball opened up early. The Islanders will work to get the ball back. We've reached the 45th minute mark. Here's Opoku. Going centrally early this time. Ramirez. A chance potentially for the Islanders once again. The Union resort to conceding a corner. And we have time to take it. This time it'll be a switch. Josiah Ramirez takes a short for the first time. Ramirez with the bending, looping cross or shot. Ended up being neither and ended up going out for a goal kick. It looked more like a cross from Ramirez with his left foot. But the Union, once again, these are small victories at the end of this first half for them. As it looks increasingly likely that they'll go into halftime with a 2-1 lead over an Islanders team that has had chances, plenty of them at that. Only one Lovis Cabra goal to show for it. Long ball over the top from Thomas. Finds Ramirez. Through ball for Opoku! The first half isn't over yet! Opoku! There it is, and that is the perfect way to cap off a first half for Capital City. 2-2, and it's deserved. He's been fantastic so far. We see it once again, took the turn. He had been dreaming of it the whole game so far. And in the 47th minute, Opoku. Bang, 2-2. Islanders and Union are back level. At one point in this one, the Union had a 2-0 lead. And the home side is able to draw back level before the halftime whistle. An entertaining first half, 4 goals. The referee finally says that's enough. Cabra and Opoku, Ruff and Sullivan, those have been your goal scorers. It's been a tight one. It's been a good one. Capital City Islanders 2, Philadelphia Union 3, 2 as well. We'll be back for the second half in just around 15 minutes. Don't go anywhere, though, because we have a very great matchup here in the Northeast American South Division. Don't go anywhere. Halftime up next. Alright everyone, welcome back. We're here at the Skyline Complex. And before we get started with the second half, we're going to take a look back at what was a super incredibly entertaining first, where we saw 4 goals go in. First, for the Union, they took a 1-0 lead. It was a bouncing ball, far post finish, beautiful. How about this cutback and then a rifle hitting the crossbar and in. Sullivan made a 2-0 Union, but the Islanders were committed to coming back. Cabra first tried with the head and was able to get up in time and finish. 2-1 was that one. And then an injury time in the first half. Ramirez finding a Poku with a beautiful slot home into the bottom corner. That's what has brought us to this 2-2. As we're almost ready for the second half to get underway. We see both teams are already back out there. In what is the final week, the final weekend in the Northeast American South. Ironbound against Bulldogs. Kensington against New Jersey Alliance FC just kicking off 10 minutes ago. We have Pennsylvania Prime against SFC 1924 starting at 7:30. And then tomorrow, top of the league, heading into this, and currently, because of this result, Passaic FC taking on Union SC. The Northeast American South will be taken care of, will be determined this weekend. It'll be very interesting to see who takes it. In the team of the week last week, however, we had some players named. None from this matchup, though. Excuse me. From the Philadelphia Union, Theo Reed and Neo Hayrall were named to the team of the week. Let's see if they can make a difference in this second half. Philly have kickoff. They'll be kicking from left to right in this second half. We're underway. 45 minutes to go. Thanks for continuing with us. I'm Edgar Rodriguez, your match commentator. It's been a fun one. 4 goals evenly shared between the two sides. Overall, as you see the Islanders pick up a free kick in the center circle there, it's been the home side with most of the threatening action, most of the good work, with the Union clinical in their attacking play. As here come the Islanders for the first time this half. Couple changes made. Here's Patrick Thomas on that far side, looking for a Poku. Cleared away before it found the Islanders captain. The shot from range, not threatening. Alex Smith in the Union goal. Like I said, a draw doesn't really help any of these two teams. It essentially only ends their title hopes, because Passaic have that margin. 2 points to Capital City headed in, 3 points to Union. Only a win keeps these two teams in real contention for the division title. So let's see what they have in this second half, if they can continue their offensive prowess that we saw in the first half. Union will be kicking themselves though, 2-0 up, looking good early on in that first half, but then in the 47th minute in injury time, basically the last kick of the first half, this man right here, a Poku drawing level. What can he create here? The shot goes wide of the post. Once again, not really that threatening for Alex Smith, who will restart things once again from a goal kick. But the Islanders starting well, not afraid to take on the shot early in this second half. Playing out of the back are the Union, doing very nicely indeed. At that was Ebo on side. That was the question mark. Didn't need any answering, though, because the Islanders were there to cut it out. And they will regroup, keep possession on that far side with Thomas. Looking for the slip ball. Once again, centrally, shot straight into the grateful hands of Alex Smith. That's already the third shot inside of the 3 opening minutes of the second half for the Islanders. They have come out firing, keeping the Union on their toes. There's a Poku towards the byline and then almost for Cabra. You saw the net ripple, it almost looked like it went in, but it was the fence behind the goal, the net behind the goal. My goodness. They're having a steady rate, a shot per minute in the second half, the Islanders. And Alex Smith will say, you know what? Get away from the 18-yard area. I'm going to send this all the way up the pitch. Met by an Islanders head, kept by the home side. Looking very good to start this second half. Jeremiah Craig, number 33 for the Islanders, driving it forward. Here's a name we heard a lot, Josiah Ramirez. Playing the nice give and go. Here's Craig once again, looking to get on the end of this. Who did that come off last? Referee says it came off of a Union foot last, so we'll have a corner kick. We saw a ton of these from the Islanders in the first half. One of them ended up in a goal, although the referee called it back for a foul before the ball went in. Thankfully for the home side, though, they were able to find that equalizer as it's headed away at the front post. Jeremiah Craig opening it up for Patrick Thomas. Now towards that corner flag. Will the cross be delivered? Ends up going short instead. And that ball will just trickle out of play. Once again, coming off of a Union 3 player. A Poku this time from the far side will have himself a corner once again for the Islanders. The Union have been pinned back to start this second half. Both arms up from a Poku. Out of the match performance so far, as the referee first has a little talk. We saw this as well in the first half. The players crowding out Alex Smith in that 6-yard area. Let's see what Opoku has in mind with this one. Swings it in towards that danger area. Anyway, I believe that was by Ebo there, the striker for the Union, doing some work defensively. Opoku turning on the Jets. The cross ends up only ending up in a goal kick for the Union. Looked threatening heading into it, but just hit the side netting. We'll have another look. Yeah, hit like the outside of the post even. And straight out of play. Alex Smith looking long. Jeremiah Craig is there. Ramirez looks to bring it down. The Union have it back. Craig was in the way there, though, so throw in for the Union. Won back so quickly by the Islanders. Very much on the front foot. Like I was saying at the start of this half, they did control most of the play in the first. That long ball towards Cabra, he brings it down beautifully. Just got away from him. On first look, it looked like a beautiful first touch from Cabra. Just unable to hone it in for a shot quickly. Union living dangerously to start this second half. They need some possession of their own. Let's look at Cabra applying the pressure. No foul given by the assistant ref. It was called by the center. Nope. Have a free kick for the Union, which might relieve some pressure, but I think we'll just see more of the same from the Islanders, not giving the Union a moment's rest. It's again met by Patrick Thomas. He's been great in there. And now here come the Islanders. It breaks open. Islanders have a shot. It's blocked. It stayed close. This time they're able to clear their lines. As it falls for the Islanders here. Just trickling out of play. Came off of a Union man last once again. Ramirez eager to take that throw in quick. And the Islanders have a free kick here in a dangerous position. It was the other Ramirez on the team, Derek Ramirez. Number 13 brought down. Leaves it for Josiah. Very promising position here for the free kick for the Islanders. Players all lined up across the 18-yard line. Beautiful ball in! Oh, the flick on header! Almost working out. Luke Null wanted the deft little touch into the back of the net. Unfortunately, got no purchase on it. Big chance. It was a beautiful ball in from Josiah Ramirez, it has to be said. What a huge opportunity to take the lead and come all the way back from 2-0 down. Got off to a terrible start, the Islanders. Not for their lack of good play, though. Maybe the Union can get some respite and maybe chances of their own here in the second half. They haven't seen any at all. They come on that far side. Potential in this one. The shot from range! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, Sheon Kashi had to be on his toes. Because that shot from outside the box, oh my goodness, almost causing some problems for the Islanders keeper. Union winning back in the center circle, that ball trickling all the way towards the back line. Headed up the pitch for the Islanders though, and they can finally have some possession. Derek Ramirez looking to switch the play over to Opoku. Eyes it up. He's down so calmly. Towards the corner flag now for the Islanders. Can the cross be delivered? Closed down quickly. There's Opoku. Ramirez turn, shoots! Oh! Another huge chance! Blazes over the bar. Did he have to put that much power on it? Probably not. But did so well to turn and then get the shot off. My goodness. What a missile. It just ended up rising a little too much. But that's how close the Islanders were to taking the lead here. And based on the play that they've showed in these first 11 minutes of the second half, you would have to say it's deserved tenfold here. As the Union are just hanging on. Alex Smith prepares his goal kick for the Union. Again, looking to relieve some of that pressure. They're just unable to. Ebo looking to get onto the second ball, if any. Islanders do well, though, to keep possession. Union win it back in the midfield. And this might be a little more promising, although that was way too close to Patrick Thomas. Doing well for the Islanders there. Josiah Ramirez looks left and right and notices he has a bunch of space in the middle. Cabra just took his eye off the ball. The ball was bouncing, to be fair. Unable to take what looked like an easy touch. The big man up top, Cabra. When he scored the first goal of the match for the Islanders, it's important to note that he was also on the score sheet in Game 1 in the opening matchup. Here's Opoku, who's also seen the score sheet plenty this season. Opoku leaves it for Josiah Ramirez. Beautiful little play with Opoku, who gets brought down in the box. Referee waves it away, uninterested. When Ramirez is going to poke balls into the box like that, Opoku is always going to be threatening. And almost the Union conceding a penalty, but they get away with one. As I was saying, it's no surprise to see the likes of Cabra, Josiah Ramirez, Frederick Opoku, Derek Ramirez as well, we've seen a lot of. Not surprising to see these guys play a pivotal role in the Islanders' performance so far today. They have been huge all season long, and it all comes down to this against the Union, who themselves have been extremely competitive this season, as they'll have a throw-in on this near side. But first, a substitution as the number 41 comes on for Union 3. Keegan Kenneville joining the fray, joining a very back and forth matchup, joining a game that right now the Islanders are able to control, but the Union's starting to creep into that final third a little more now. Long throw in, getting ready here. Bring it towards the box. Josiah Ramirez is there. Patrick Thomas looked to clear that ball away. It came right off the face of a Union man. It'll be a throw in Islanders. Here they come. Capital City once again on that far side. Here's Patrick Thomas. Intercepted right on the halfway line. Opoku doing work defensively as well. His work rate has been unbelievable this game. Long ball, looking for Cabra. It's not too far ahead of him. He's able to bring it down. Cabra looking to switch over to that right foot. Unable to pull the shot off, and then Josiah Ramirez unable to steady himself before unleashing a wild strike. It's yet again another opportunity as we tick over the hour mark for the Islanders. As when you look at all the chances they've had so far this second half alone, and would think they're worth a lead at the moment. The scoreline disagrees. It's still 2-2 as the Union have been able to contain them. Little contact on the back there. The Islanders come away with it. Looking to punch the ball into some space. Josiah Ramirez keeps it. Opoku now receives the ball from Derek Ramirez. There's a Union defender down in their box. Referee saw it. Cabra unsure why he heard a whistle go. It's played quickly up the pitch. And the Islanders have themselves a throw in on this near side. City looking to dink it forward. Josiah Ramirez applying the pressure onto Alex Smith, who has to be careful because Cabra was the man on there. Union playing dangerously. They know they'll have to take risks moving forward. Capital City have been exceptional in the second half. A slip there means that Capital City might come away with this one. Josiah Ramirez driving towards the box on this near side. What can he create here? 1v1 with his man. Josiah Ramirez unable to find the space he required. That ball towards Ebo has been quiet this second half. Has not seen much of the ball at all. But the Union know if they can get it to him, anything can happen. It's the same with Cabra on the other end. Two big number 9s on each team. Union come away with this one. Looks to thread the ball over on that far side. Nice little touch. Checks in. Early shot once again. Claimed by Kashi. The match ball provider this season in the UPSL is, of course, Voigt. That ball, speaking of, stayed in play. Cabra putting on the pressure, but the Union man does very nicely indeed to come away and earn himself a foul on top of it. Cabra just getting a little frustrated there. Couldn't nick the ball off him as he would have liked. So, free kick here for the Union as they look to build from the back, look to build at their own tempo. Nice ball in there for Kenneville. Switches the play to this near side. Good touch. Can the Union create? There's not many options there. Has to go back to the opposite flank. Union looking to retake the lead. Once again, right into the hands of Kashi and not really threatening him like the Islanders have done on the opposite end. Here they come. Capital City, oh, just running into trouble there. Patrick Thomas. Did come off of a Union player last. Here's Ramirez. Protecting the ball well. Finds the pass inside, and Capital City can recycle possession here. Thomas, poking it towards Opoku. Keeps sitting with the back heel. Union able to reclaim possession. Midfield proving critical in this second half. Who's going to make the mistake? Who's going to allow the opportunity to arise? No foul given from the referee there. And this is a prime example of one of those scenarios. Opoku. Josiah Ramirez takes extra touch. Oh, and it just whistles past the post of Alex Smith, who was diving and wasn't sure. Much better than his first attempt for Ramirez. That'll give him some confidence. Close angle, though, once again. Going away from goal makes it even more difficult. We'll have a goal kick here for Union 3. Like I said, once upon a time held a 2-0 lead. Capital City said, no, we're not having any of that. Made it 2-2 right before halftime. Plenty of chances in the second half. The breakthrough yet to arise. Alex Smith making sure everything is set. While we wait, a little note on Capital City, who for the 2026 US Open Cup got a bye into the second qualifying round where they beat fellow UPSL opponent Moco 1776 FC at home 5-2, which means they are able to move on to face Steel City FC of USL 2 in Pittsburgh. The date is yet to be announced, but that game coming up for Capital City, third qualifying round of the US Open Cup. And an away trip at that to USL 2 opponents. That's in the future, though. In the present, looking to get past this Union side for a third time today. Josiah Ramirez just undercooking that pass to Cabra. Nicely won back in the midfield quickly. Patrick Thomas Ramirez. Slipping it in for Cabra. Very nicely done on the first touch. Asking for it back. Does he get it? Oh, and just scuffed his shot. Unable to keep it under the bar. Cabra wanted it immediately back and unable to find the target. He would be hoping to at least test Alex Smith from that range. We've seen him put the ball in the back of the net. That was a beautiful chance there. As we approach 68 minutes here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Thanks for joining us in this UPSL match of the week in the Northeast American South Division. It's lived up to the billing. 2-2, very finely poised. Both of these teams well in it. Capital City Islanders once again coming forward in what is the last regular season match for both of these teams. Looking to end it with an exclamation point, excuse me. Here's a Poku to Josiah Ramirez. Finding Cabra. The give and go with Ramirez. Can he get the shot off? It's blocked in the end. A sea of blue in front of him. It comes off of a Union man. Last Capital City corner. As we have a Capital City man down by the byline. We hope it's nothing serious. Might be Josiah Ramirez, actually, with the bright orange boots. It is. Who gets up. He's okay to continue, it looks like. Unhappy with the challenge he received from the number 4 for the Union, the big man at the back. Who's also had a great game so far. This game has kept Capital City at bay for a lot of it. Lennon Harrington at the back there. We are ready this time, though. Opoku will take the corner. Fed in, headed up and back. Philly unable to clear their lines effectively. They earn a throw on this near side. 20 minutes to go. 2-2. Both of these teams fighting for a playoff spot, fighting for the division title, potentially even. Ramirez, who's back up and full of energy. Unable to find the delivery he wanted. That ball's going to be cleared upfield. Ebo had to drop back to at least get a touch of the ball, which he did, but unable to retain it for Union. Craig finds the ball inside us. We just saw number 17 for Capital City warming up as they look for some fresh legs off the bench. We're back with the pictures live from Skyline Sports Complex. Craig, 2v1 situation there, did beautifully to find a teammate. Derek Ramirez unable to take the touch. Up from the back. Oh, the shot from range. Blocked. Union sitting very nicely, very deep at the moment against Capital City. Here's Opoku. Can he come up with another moment of magic? Frederick Opoku just running into too much traffic. And into Union, potentially bringing it forward. Not quite, though. Craig right on the scene. As the visitors have it straight back. One of those games, there's not much in it at all, even for all of the chances Capital City have had. So finally poised. Cabra not able to take the touch he wanted. Still applying the pressure. The Union can come away with it. Ebo is on this near side asking for it. Union stay on that far side. Looking for the switch of play now. And Ebo had already started making a run towards the center, and they're just not on the same page. As Craig can have a throw. As we have the number 17, Francis. Dom Francis off the bench for Capital City. The number 17. What can he bring to the table? Looks like he's going to slot into a left wing, left-sided attacking role. We'll see how he fits into this Capital City team, which is gelling, which is working well. Unable to find the back of the net for the third time. Union really haven't had a clear chance to do so. Actually, it looks like Francis taking a more central role now. We got a little glimpse of him. Does that mean Cabra came off? I think yes, yes. Cabra does seem to have come off for Dom Francis. Or are they playing up top at the same time? We'll confirm that for you in just a little bit. Yes, correct. Now the front line for Capital City is Ramirez on the left wing, Francis up top, Opoku on the right wing. Craig finds Josiah Ramirez. Derek Ramirez. The two Ramirez's combining. Josiah feeding in the fresh legs of Francis. Cutting it back for Josiah Ramirez. Not much of a shooting angle. Null, maybe? Number 40 for Capital City. Once again finding a crowd in his shot. Here's Derek Ramirez with the hits. And we've seen that before. Just wide of Alex Smith's left-hand side post. Approaching the 75th minute. It remains 2-2 somehow. Capital City will start to think, will it go in the back of the net again? Regardless of what they do, they have to keep knocking on the door. They've pinned the Union back all second half long. In this Pennsylvanian derby, you can call it that. Capital City, Philly. Harrisburg against Philly. Long switch of play, looking for Opoku. Will the ball be kind to him and stay in play? It won't. Just had a little too much in it. Throw in for the Union. You can tell why these two teams only separated by a point. Fantastic match here on Saturday night. Thanks for joining us once again. Josiah Ramirez. Looking for Null. Takes a good touch. Francis is in the middle. If he can find him, the shot. Alex Smith repels it. And Harrington at the back for the Union can shepherd it out of play. That was a smart decision there to take the shot quickly. Earns his side another corner kick. Frederick Opoku. His team needs him to come up big. Again. He was the one to make sure it was 2-2 heading into halftime. This time, looking to put it into the back of the net. Yes! Opoku! Fit it into the danger zone, and Capital City finally have their 3-2 lead. Both arms went up from Opoku. It was a beautiful delivery. We'd seen it so many times headed away at that front post. This time it found a white and blue shirt. Capital City 3. Philadelphia Union 2. Beautiful header from Atu Galadima to ensure that Capital City lead deservedly 3-2. It must be said, we'll get that fix on the scorebug as soon as possible. It is Capital City 3, Philadelphia Union 2. My goodness, what a moment! It took until the 77th minute for Capital City to find the third goal. Josiah Ramirez is hungry for more. Here's Nall opening it up for Jeremiah Craig, unable to get there. Throw in for the Union, who find themselves 3-2 down. There it is, fixed on the score bug. Thank you very much. Capital City 3, Philly 2. 12 minutes to go. Ebo now brings it down. Too eager there were the Islanders to win that ball back. The pressure finally showing on the scoreboard, though. The Union just have not been able to find their groove in this second half, and Capital City, the complete opposite, and get their goal from a set piece, of which they have had plenty. And Opoku adding an assist to his goal. And my fault for Francis! Oh my goodness, it was almost causing trouble at that far post. It didn't even look like he got a clean shot off. Alex Smith's positioning, though, almost causing problems. It looked offside, though. That's why Francis wasn't fully committed to that shot. Understandable. Do the Union have a chance in them? I mean, with long balls like that, Capital City will be pleased. Union having to reinvent the wheel here in the last 11 minutes. Craig. Another influential player for the Islanders this game so far. The ball over the top. No room for Craig to run into, so throw in Union again as we have another substitution getting ready for the Islanders. It's the number 8. Getting ready to come on here. Ethan Ramirez, another Ramirez coming up for the Islanders. How about finding Dom Francis? Unable to keep it away from the defender that time, though. Pressure being applied once again by the home side. Opoku just added an assist to his name. Opoku does well to get past his man. The ball in. Francis! Off the bench and making the difference for the Islanders. 4-2! And it must be said, that's a fair scoreline the way the second half has gone. Dom Francis came off the bench to replace Kabara, who had a brilliant performance as well. And now, the Capital City front line is firing. 4-2 against the Union. A game that has completely turned on its head. If you joined us right from the start, you'll know Union had a 2-goal lead. Now it's Capital City, who at the moment sit top of the division on 20 points. Depending on how Ironbound is doing, they either sit first or second. Ironbound do have the goal difference advantage on 11 heading into tonight. Capital City now sit on 7. Josiah Ramirez looking to help that figure. Just behind Francis, that ball, though. For the Union, they've only lost once away from home this season. And it looks like they're on their way to a second. And can the Islanders add a 5th? Here's Ramirez. Derek Ramirez now looking for Josiah once again, unable to find him. Falls nicely, though. Here's a Poku in a more central role. Fantastic performance. Unable to contain Frederick Opoku. Such a difficult ask. The shot from range. Blocked again. And now Ebo. Looking to release his man. Just, again, not singing from the same hymn sheet this game. The Philly Union front line. Capital City in firm control of this one now. Only have to see out another 7 minutes. And they can know that they did their part on this last game of the regular season in the Northeast American South Division of the UPSL. Opening it up wide. Cutting inside very nicely on the right foot. Here's Josiah Ramirez. Goes down quickly by 2 blue and yellow shirts. And the Union can come away with it. Question is, can they create something from it? Opoku closing down. What a joy it must be as a coach, as teammates, to have someone like Frederick Opoku on your team. He's just stamina, full force running, and such a threat going towards goal for your team. It's fantastic so far for Frederick Opoku. And he's made the difference, says Ebo. Looks like he's struggling a little bit with his left knee. He's able to get up, and it's been a frustrating evening for him. As Souter there for the Islanders will get ready for this free kick. Looking elsewhere in the league, Passaic FC play Union tomorrow. Union. So Passaic go into that as clear favorites as Alex Smith. Smothers. But Passaic can't afford a slip-up. At this point, a draw wouldn't be enough to draw level with the Islanders because of that goal difference. It's gonna go down right to the wire for this division. We're back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. 4 minutes to go for the Union. So maybe get one back, and if they get one back, I mean, it can all change, but seems unlikely the way the run of play has gone. 2 further changes for the Islanders. Make that 3 potentially. As the Union have themselves a throw-in on this near side, and the Union can have the luxury of bringing on some fresh legs to end this one. The number 25 coming on there, Mahoney. One of a few changes being made by the Islanders as they look to see this one out comfortably as possible. Been a fantastic performance in this second half. One in which they have not let the Philly Union breathe for a second. Particularly down to that man right there, Frederick Opoku. Going back with Alex Smith. Dangerous ball there to play it right down the pipe, but the Union are able to keep possession. And this is what it's about in this league, in the UPSL, the premier league at this level of football for in the US. I mean, it's division title races like these where what, a solid 5 teams are still in contention heading into the final match day. We have 2 further substitutions for Capital City. I believe we just saw Brad Kerstetter come on, and the number 5 as well. Looks like Opoku has dropped into a more defensive role centrally even. Has played the whole game right wing. With some tactical changes for sure. Beautiful play from Capital City there. Can he get on the end of it? Harrington had to be physical there to make sure Alex Smith had time to come out of his goal. Ebo getting pressurized. Keeps the ball for now. Who's the option for him? He goes short. Union just have not been able to string a passage of more than 5 passes together, it seems like, in the second half. Opoku. Captain of Capital City and a captain's performance tonight. Goal and an assist, helping the Islanders to a 4-2 lead, which it looks very likely that they'll keep. And if anything, only add on to it. Here's Kashi. Haven't said his name in a while. He's had a much calmer second half, as opposed to the first 20 minutes of this one. Throw into Opoku, the number 10. Little City seeing this one out, approaching the 90th minute mark. That'll go all the way towards Alex Smith. We'll see how much they add on. In the first half, it was 3 minutes. Haven't been many stoppages for injury. We had that one Josiah Ramirez stoppage, and then apart from the goals, it's been a pretty clean one as the referee tries to play advantage. In the end, finally blows the whistle in the Union's favor. Ebo gets up. Been in the thick of it this game. Backs against the wall, I think, is the perfect way to describe this Philly Union 3 performance. Still time for a 3rd goal. 7th of the match it would be. A set-piece opportunity again. Just have not been able to have enough of these. In central position, it's difficult to create anything from here. Let's see what happens. It will be a shot towards Kashi, just making sure he's awake. He is. They're going to deal with it comfortably. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the full-time whistle from the Skyline Sports Complex. Capital City have done their job. They have Philadelphia Union 3 by a score of 4-2. We only had that minute added on to the end of this game. What a performance from the home side. Kept banging on the door until it finally burst open. And added on a further 2 goals in the second half. For Philly, difficult in the second half. Really had little to show for it. But they started the game well. 1-0 right here with the far post finish. This banger of a shot off the crossbar to make it 2-0 at one point. This was the first half. A quick response by Capital City, though. Cabre, the starting striker for Capital City, bringing them within a goal. Halving the deficit for the Islanders. And in the last kick of the second half, we had Frederick Opoku, man of the match, undoubtedly for me. 2-2. That's how we headed into halftime. But the Islanders had no intent of slowing down. Opoku with the corner in. A beautiful header to make it 3-2. This was around the 78th-ish minute mark. And how about out of fourth? Dom Francis off the bench to add what would be a fourth goal for Capital City and a sixth of the match. Capital City end the night in first place in the Northeast American South Division. And as we said at the start, it's going to go down to the wire. Passaic FC play tomorrow, but it's finished here at Skyline Sports Complex. Capital City Islanders 4, Philadelphia Union 3. 2, I've been your match commentator, Edgar Rodriguez, saying, see you at the next one. What a match. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great rest of your night.
Martin, Nico Polaci with the recovery. Once again, the cross. They could shoot, and it's in!
That Montezan goes through, he gets inside, and gets a shot past the goalkeeper. Wonderful work from Brad.
Malcolm on the right side. The shot!